Hey VC, Jack here. Welcome back to Vinyl Martini. Gonna get right back into some cheap records that I bought from a woman that was downsizing her household. $2 a piece. Let's get started. I got a big stack here. I've been looking for this record out in the wild for about 5 years now. It's one of my favorite David Bowie records. It's Young Americans. Don't have to talk a lot about this, but I know I could have bought a re-release copy, a new re-release copy for $30 or something like that. And I have seen it out in the wild, but I've seen it for $25 and beat to crap. This is in very good shape. There's some wear on the cover, but the record is in VG plus condition. So happy to add this to my collection. I can stop looking finally. Next up is another African record. It is Temba Tana. This is a percussive outfit. I don't know exactly where they are from. Doesn't indicate in the back on the liner notes. But there's 3 guys on percussion. I just know that this is going to be a banging record. I'm looking forward to listening to this. It is in mint condition. It's songs and drumming of Africa and African heritage. There we go. Another South African band, Jaluka. This is an album from 1984. Johnny Clegg's band. I have another Jaluka album, and I didn't realize when I got it that I knew about 4 of the songs. I've heard 4 songs were very familiar that they used to play on the radio in the kind of early to mid 80s. Anyways, happy to have another one of their records. It's in very good condition. It's called Stand Your Ground, and it's on Warner Brothers Records. Does have a sleeve. Has a sleeve with the lyrics. It's just on your boring old Warner Brothers label. Man, when Warner Brothers went to this label, what were they thinking? Like, it's so boring. Like, the green was great. The one with the palm trees was fine. I don't know. I guess somebody at the top decided they need to change their brand image. They made a mistake. Hey, Gary, physical format rock and roll. Here you go. Here's one for you. Joan Jett and the Black Hearts. I can't even say the band. I can't even talk today. Joan Jett and the Black Hearts. I love rock and roll. Seminal record, sold a billion copies. I think Gary, just go and see this. I think she's on tour now. Somebody went to see her. If it's not Gary, it's somebody else that I subscribe to. But here's my Joan Jett and the Black Hearts. Oh, there's the back cover. She's in all her dark beauty. Next up, the best of Burton Cummings. This is a double set from Columbia. Kind of a guilty pleasure. Great songwriter from the Guess Who. Him and Randy Bachman had a lot of bad blood for many, many years. Not too many people realize this, but Randy Bachman left the band after American Woman was released, their biggest hit, because of troubles with this guy here, I think. But anyways, that's all water under the bridge. Unfortunately, it's not a gatefold. It's just shoved into one case. It's on CBS Records, boring old CBS record label. You know, everybody knows what that looks like. But Stand Tall, I'm Scared. My Own Way to Rock. Gotta Find Another Way. Break It to Them Gently. Guns, Guns, Guns. A lot of good songs on here. Aaron Mutha Alomar, I think, is a Burton Cummings fan. If not, he's a big Guess Who fan. So one or the other. I am a big fan of Esther Phillips, and this is another of her records on Kudo, Creed Taylor's label. It's called Black Eyed Blues. It's in, the cover is in pretty rough shape. But the record within is fantastic. Yeah, I've got a big split on the spine. But she's a great singer. She had a very, very troubled life. She started her professional career, I think, when she was about 14 years old. had trouble with drugs. Anyways, her records on Kudo are really good. If you, I highly recommend her. Great soul singer, great blues singer. Run across Esther Phillips, you should seriously consider picking up one of her records. She's fantastic. It's a Buffy St Marie comp on Vanguard. These are all, the title of the album is called Native North American Child and Odyssey. So these are all songs about Indigenous Aboriginal people. She's long been a voice for the Indigenous community in North America. She's a brilliant songwriter as well, great singer. Really warm human being. I've heard a couple of interviews with her. Very nice woman. Buffy St Marie on Vanguard. Talking about Jaluka and Johnny Clegg. Here's another Johnny Clegg and Savuka album. This is a EP, an extended play, I guess. It's a single, a 12-inch maxi single. Maybe that's a better way of describing it. Haven't played it yet. The songs are I Call Your Name, Shine a Light, and Scatterlings of Africa. Johnny Clegg. This is Ken McIntyre. That's a jazz album called Open Horizon. It's a cutout. I could not find this on Discogs. He's recorded about 5 or 6 records. Afro-Caribbean compositions. He's a pianist, I think. $2. I mean, easy to take a chance on this one. I wasn't going to leave this one behind. And it's in really good condition. More music from Africa. This is a Dollar Brand album. He's a pianist from South Africa, black pianist from South Africa, but I think he's changed his name to Abdullah Ibrahim. Album is called Enja, 1986. This is a German import. It's on Enja Records. The album is actually called South Africa. Beautiful condition. Some South African jazz. Next, Peter Gabriel. I just bought this for $1. This is an upgrade for me. This is a $2. I got this for $2. It's got a nice, relatively nice cover. There's some album where the record is in mint condition. This is Melt, his 3rd record. Is that his 3rd record? I think it's his 3rd record. This is brilliant. No Self-Control. I don't remember. And Through the Wire, Games Without Frontiers, Biko. Just fantastic record. I'm a big Peter Gabriel fan. Happy to get another copy of this, so then I will gift my copy and keep this one or something like that. I was not going to leave this behind either. This controversial album. Is this the best album ever recorded? Some people say yes. Some people say it's not even the best Beatles album they ever recorded. So I fall somewhere in between. But when this was released in 1967, it was everywhere. It's coming out of every window as you walk down the street. This is a re-release. I'm not sure. I think it's on the Rainbow Capital. So I'm thinking that is 19. How do we do that? I don't know. I have to look it up. Looking up Beatles stuff on Discogs is a pain in the ass, and I don't really care. So, anyways, nice copy of this. Very clean. Yeah, hardly any ring wear at all. Nice to have that. Mr. Ben Rankins. This one is for you, buddy. This is Midnight Oil. It's called Red Sails in the Sunset. This is their 1982 record, I believe. Sorry, 1985. I lie. But what a cover. Very, very apocalyptic shot of the Sydney Harbor. In great condition. I don't have any Midnight Oil on album, and like I realized that, you know, this Midnight Oil is kind of the most successful band, one of the most successful bands that ever came out of Australia. So it's not really a great find, but it's nice to have it. I've got some Midnight Oil on CDs, and I always liked them. I thought they're great, great writers, have a great sound, and a great singer. Another album I showed, one of their other albums a couple of videos ago. This is the Boyoyo Boys, TJ Today. They are, excuse me, it says, a track from an album by the Boyoyo Boys first attracted Paul Simon to African music in 1984. Yet very little is known outside South Africa about this group. So, yeah, township music again. Underground stuff before apartheid. Really interested in checking this out. Mint condition on Oral Tradition Records. Again, another label that you don't see every day. I saw this and I just picked it up because I took it just for a little bit of a goof. It's Bruce Woolley and the Camera Club. And I think that they do Video Killed the Radio Star, which was the first video I think that they ever played on MTV. Do I have my facts right? This is a really nice copy. I don't know any of the other songs. Of course I know Video Killed the Radio Star, but yeah, it's on just a 360 Columbia, nothing special. Bruce Woolley and the Camera Club. Van Morrison, most famous record. I don't know. I think this is his most famous record. I don't know if it's his best record. I wouldn't agree that it's his best record. I think St. Dominic's Preview and Tupelo Hanoi are probably tied for albums that are better, but this is a very, very good record. Sold millions and millions of copies. Here's the old complainer himself, Van Morrison. Happy to have this in the collection. Fairly good shape. On Warner Brothers. Another disco record, Gloria Gaynor, Love Tracks, in great condition. Yeah, I just couldn't leave this one behind. It's got Stoplight, Anybody Want a Party, Please Be There, Going Out of My Head. And of course the classic song, I Will Survive, Open Side 2, You Can Exit, I Say Yes, and Substitute. So Gloria Gaynor from 1978. Just before disco collapsed. Another copy of Bob Dylan, Highway 61 Revisited. The cover is worn. It's in good shape. The record's in good shape. I've had mine since 1972 or 1973, and I have played it 500 times, 600 times. So it's time to listen to another copy. And this is on the 360, I think, this 360 label. So it is a re-release, but that's okay. Suits me just fine. Next up, Eurythmics album. This is one you don't see very often. It is 1984. I take it's the soundtrack to the movie 1984. Because they got pictures of all the stars back here, John Hurt, etc., etc. It's on Virgin Records. It's in very, very good condition. It does have a custom label here. It's got the original picture sleeve inside. I don't consider myself the biggest Eurythmics fan, but I wasn't going to leave it behind. Next up, another copy of J.J. Cale. It's his first record called Naturally. Brilliant record. So many people have talked about this. It's a must-have for anybody's collection. It's on Shelter Records. And Shelter got bounced around by the major labels. They were distributed by 3 or 4 large labels. This one was distributed by ABC Records. But every time that they got a new distributor, they would re-release all these records. So you can get 3 copies of this on different distributors. Like this was ABC, and I think they were on MCA at first, and then I forget who else distributed them in the beginning. But Leon Russell used to own Shelter Records along with Denny Cordell. Or Leon Russell put his money behind the studio. This is a great record, man. If you see this one, and this is in really good shape. I see them beat up all the time, but fantastic record. J.J. Cale. Coming to the end, folks. Another copy of Neil Young, Comes a Time. What a great, great record. Just a folky album from him. And he is backed by the, he's backed by his band. Sorry, I am Crazy Horse, sorry. I'm really out there today. This is my third video that I've shot today, so I am getting a little punchy. Fantastic record. Going back, Comes a Time, Look Out for My Love, fantastic. A lot of love, Peace of Mind, Human Highway, Already Won, Field of Opportunity, Motorcycle Mama, Four Strong Winds, Ian Tyson's great song, Four Strong Winds. I don't know if there's a comeback record for him, but you know, you never know what you're going to get with Neil Young. Here's his folky record. Such a great sound. He's in fine vocal form as well. I've already got a copy, so that'll be a gift to somebody. And last but not least, lady that I've admired for a long time. This is Roberta Flack, Chapter 2. It's her second album. She never really got the recognition. She didn't get the recognition that she deserved until the third record that she released, and it's only because Clint Eastwood included a song from her first record in his movie Play Misty for Me, I think. And then she went viral. But she is a great, great singer. This is a fine record. It starts off with a great song, Reverend Lee. Do What You Gotta Do. That's a Jimmy Webb song. Jimmy Webb's a great writer. She does Just Like a Woman, Bob Dylan. Fantastic interpreter. Gone Away by Donny Hathaway. Until It's Time for You to Go Away. Buffy St Marie. Impossible Dream. She does a great version on that old chestnut. And Business Goes On as usual. So Roberta Flack's second record, Chapter 2, on Atlantic Records. Really, you should seriously consider getting this record. Fantastic. And that's all I got for you on this video. So thanks again for watching. Hope you're having a great summer. Give me a like. Give me a comment, please. All my regulars comment as the same people all the time, and I'm not trying to discourage that. I really love it when we have those conversations with my friends. But it'd be nice to hear from somebody new. So till next time, talk to you later. Bye-bye.